Hello and welcome to our daily edition of WWE Rumors Roundup. We bring some important WWE stories and the latest WWE news and rumors, including WWE Rumors Roundup, Brock Lesnar UFC status, Keith Lee Clash of Champions plans, and more. So let's start latest WWE news and updates. Number 6 is the latest update on Brock Lesnar's current UFC status. Since Brock Lesnar becomes a free agent, there are lots of talks going around about his future. Some WWE news stated that Lesnar could go to AEW, while some WWE rumors suggested that Lesnar could go back to UFC once again. While some WWE updates speculate that WWE does not let go Brock Lesnar anywhere and he stays with the company. Several weeks back, WWE also removed Brock Lesnar's merchandise page from their website. Then it's been revealed that Brock Lesnar's WWE contract expired and now he is a free agent. In the recent interview, UFC President Dana White spoke on Brock Lesnar and his UFC return. White said that he didn't hear anything from Brock Lesnar's side regarding come back to UFC once again since he becomes a free agent. Here are Dana White's words. Not a word. I'd love to hear how he's doing and how his family is, things like that. I think that's gonna be the extent of the conversation with him. The guy has had a long killer career. He actually came in and became a UFC heavyweight champ and the guy's made a lot of money. I just don't see him coming back over here again at his age. So if we believe in Dana White words, then Brock Lesnar in no mood to go back in UFC again. So now there is more possibility that Lesnar stays with WWE. Number 5 is WWE's Keith Lee plan for Clash of Champions 2020. After making the main roster debut on the Raw brand, Keith is heavily involved in a match with Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. At Payback 2020 pay-per-view, Keith Lee defeated Randy Orton cleanly. It looks like WWE plans to stick Keith Lee around the WWE Champions picture. In recent weeks, WWE regularly teased that they can add Keith Lee into the WWE Championship match if there is any possibility present. Now WWE Rumors and Spoilers stated the same, that WWE may add Keith Lee into the WWE Championship match at Clash of Champions 2020 pay-per-view. For this week's Raw episode, WWE booked a match of Drew McIntyre vs. Keith Lee with the stipulation of if Keith Lee wins then he gets opportunity against McIntyre for the WWE title. So according to the current scenario, this is a good opportunity for WWE to add Keith Lee into the WWE title match. Right now, WWE set singles ambulance match for WWE Championship, but they can also make it triple threat ambulance match. Number 4 is Finn Balor gives hint towards possible Survivor Series 2020 match. It's been almost a year that we see Finn Balor wrestle on the NXT brand with Prince Finn Balor persona. He even enjoys his current NXT run. A couple of weeks back, Finn Balor defeated Adam Cole and become a new and 2 times NXT champion. In the recent interview, Finn Balor discussed on an interesting topic. Balor took few names as his opponent for Survivor Series 2020 pay-per-view. Here are Finn Balor's words. There's a lot of people I would like to face. Before he got injured, I would have loved to step in the ring with Edge, he began. If he gets healthy and fit, that would be a match I would love to face. Randy Orton is also someone I would love to challenge myself with. Bray Wyatt or The Fiend, also, we have a lot of history, and that's something we need to revisit. Finn Balor also takes the name of Drew McIntyre as his Survivor Series 2020 opponent. Here are Balor's words. The big one for me would be Drew McIntyre. We have a lot of history together, from the independent level, both NXT champions, and we had rivalries on Raw and SmackDown. He is someone I would love to get in there with. So there possibility that WWE gives matches Finn Balor with all of them that he took names above. All matches are high-stake matches, and especially the Fiend versus the Demon King match. As for Survivor Series 2020 event, there are 2 possibilities. One is WWE booked champion versus champion match. While second is WWE book separate matches for all 3 champions just like they did last year. If the champion versus champion match happens at Survivor Series, then we defiantly see a match of Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor. Number 3 is WWE pick the next Brock Lesnar. We all knew that WWE sees and book Brock Lesnar differently as compared to all other superstars. WWE always book him in any match in a dominant fashion where he totally dominates over his opponent. There are only a few occasions that we see Brock Lesnar gets more beating than usual. Right now Brock Lesnar is out of WWE actions and even his WWE contract also expired. So WWE needs to find someone who truly fits in Lesnar's shoes and replace him for better. Now looks like WWE found their next Brock Lesnar in the form of Roman Reigns. According to WWE Latest News and Rumors, WWE wants to build heel Roman Reigns as the same dominating manner as they build Brock Lesnar in the recent years. WWE's latest updates suggested that WWE could give Roman Reigns shorter, dominating, and convincing wins in the upcoming time. There is also WWE reports come regarding the Roman Reigns vs. Jey Uso match at Clash of Champions 2020. The two could probably have a great match since USO is very talented and really has never had a chance to show it as a single, but the Reigns gimmick seems to be quick wins to establish him in the Lesnar position as the big star of the company, but one who would work more frequently and be more cost-effective. Number 2 WWE News, why USA Network unhappy with WWE's decision to fire Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman was Raw executive director for 1 year. But suddenly after 1 year, Paul has been fired from that position by WWE. During his stay as a Raw executive director, he did quite good things including storyline angles as well as allows rising stars to shine. During his whole run, Paul always thinks about long-term plans and goals. He wants to build new superstars and make them future main eventers like Drew McIntyre, Aleister Black, Apollo Crews, Andrade, and more. Former USA Network member Chris McCumber also a big supporter of Paul Heyman and his idea on Raw. He said that during that time when Paul Heyman in charge, show rating hits. He also liked Paul Heyman's long-term gambles to build new superstars. Chris McCumber is one of the people who are unhappy with WWE's decision to firing Paul Heyman from Raw executive director. Number 1 is WWE's plans for the Forgotten Sons fiction. It's been a long time that we do not saw one SmackDown fiction named The Forgotten Sons. This fiction is written off from WWE TV after one of his members Riker gives one controversial statement on social media. Riker gives a statement in the support of U.S. President Donald Trump over the George Floyd protests. Now WWE News Updates come about Forgotten Sons, which stated that in the recent WWE meeting there are lots of talks going in that meeting about the Forgotten Sons WWE return. New WWE News and Rumors also suggested that WWE Hall of Famer Edge also discuss with Forgotten Sons and gives them some important advice. According to WWE Spoilers, WWE officials already told the creative team to make plans for the Forgotten Sons and write some interesting storylines. During that meeting, there is no talk about Riker WWE status and also he would be present in the fiction or not. So maybe we could see 2 members the Forgotten Son team, or maybe WWE could add a new member who replaces Riker. These are the whole WWE news, rumors, updates, and spoilers form the edition of WWE Rumor Roundup. Hope you all enjoy it. So see you guys in our next video of WWE Rumors Roundup edition, but before you leave please do like, subscribe, share, comment, and turn on notification of the video.